going to start with a translation, so this is Sappho 31. He might as well be a god, this man sat next to you, who listens to your sweet voice, to your charming laughter, charms me. When I listen, my heart beats, I see you and can't speak, my tongue breaks, I can't see you, can't hear except the ringing in my ears, fire stings beneath my skin. I am sweating, caught trembling, paler than grass, I am nearly dead, but a chance must be taken because flying over deserts. No, your eyes are closed. There is no closed his eyes. This little, first he said, music. This low, first they claimed music, however, energy, relief, somehow full of energy and detours, gradually the air in all directions stopped and closed his eyes. Full suspension, swarm desert cell, first then 15, 30 seconds, the more powerful, and detours completely forget the face. I am completely silent in the desert, waiting for the gun, 10, 15, 30 seconds to tell me forget the face. Lest this we have discussed before, the voice of scene, first the music, he said forget his face. Painted brown sugar desert cane, energy and release this low, first he said music, forget his face. If she stands there completely still, with her arms out in a desert and waits, watch her for 10, 15, 30 seconds. The swarm approaches her from all directions, crawls up and over her, covers her completely. She stands and closes her eyes. There is no closed his eyes. This is an extract from a poem called State Number 4. I was a woman, that's perceived as a head that if I were openness. Deep down I have treated like a woman, androgynous in clothing, silly. I've been thinking about any kind of dysphoria demonstrated how to any desire to be don't feel right because I'm always in between, legs in the air. I hate it. Advocate for change. Currently holds politics, top but don't fuck me. Someone mistook me, feel differently in the, that means you're, same thing with this, that double take, and realise the potential to be ages. I've had it in my, and this is all part of my needs to be a man or would. I've thought in the previous attempts at, to be perfectly honest, I have experienced, not badly, he was then on my back and the private dysphoria, I know it now, really nice, I feel awful. That's because I am flat, which has always felt occasion where I've those online tests and I've never understood, find it physically and present. It's not what I always dismissed any, realise I'm not straight where it feels to me like me distant from my politics comes down to extrovert who draws that because in that somewhere in the about a mastectomy and to internalised misogyny don't wholly feel like I'm a writer and my pleasure even if I'm 1 is femme and 100 is androgyne is better for like a woman or like a collective concern. My life, trying to work out act, is based on looking, why don't I identify as opportunity for bodily saying, well, doesn't what's always been not in conflict with being experienced than the one anything to do with anyone who identifies as fucking me, it's gender specifically. I've someone when they second wave attitude turns me off, makes me plain, treats me like a woman, made me happy or on androgynous in some sense. But I don't qualify, but middle or skewed. I would feel excited, partly true, and now woman would be women and really unnerving. It don't fulfill all these, so why not adopt it as a androgynous, more intimate and not a mutual act, this feminine leaning, that non-binary I feel, that makes me feel for, came out soft. Man or a woman who obviously it has, can't be with a straight, least bit not a cisgender, quite a feminine body. That's how I am socially, are the lines along which the prominent position fuck me from behind womanhood. But because I had a flat stereotypes of how identity, I'm not going to woman, and so those transition, and despite who enjoy it, but I don't. Hunter. Anything you don't know, you want. Anything you are, I've found it. Anything in an expanse of hunted wants. She doesn't have any relationship to it, doesn't have any stories. Everything's nice for her. She says, remember crying. She couldn't talk when I tried to call and thought she was literally, if all the cards, you're too careful, always. If joy in submission is letting go and not having to make decisions, not having to think and exist in a state of pure feeling, then in theory, then joy in control is the opposite of bliss. If I only force you to admit, then I'm in the clear. It's only another 20 minutes, but I don't think I can. This next one's called Hannibal Lecter's Magic Dick Therapy, which I'll explain. Last year I really got into the TV show Hannibal, which, if you don't know, is about the character of Hannibal Lecter before Silence of the Lambs, before he gets caught when he's a practicing psychotherapist and cannibal. And at the centre of the show is his relationship with the FBI profiler Will Graham. And this is a cut-up poem made using various bits of fan fiction about that relationship and the tags and comments attached to that. So, Hannibal Lecter's Magic Dick Therapy. Yes, you read that right. Yes, it's exactly what you think. You are warned. You should not be surprised. You can always tell them it's therapy. What do you think about doing to me when I'm underneath you, vulnerable, willing? Without warning, he pushes into the wet warmth of Will's mouth and begins to fuck. Squeezing my hands around your throat until you can't breathe, almost choking on the words, tying you down so you can't stop me. I'd like you to touch yourself. Mentioned cannibalism, mentioned murder, mentions of caning, flogging, paddling, pegging, mildly dubious consent, mild language. Every sense feels sharper, amplified, more powerful when vision is taken away. Will shifted his gaze from Hannibal just long enough. Spread your legs wider, he murmured, let me see. I am going to fuck you so hard you'll go blind. I'm going to use the stethoscope now. I may have been downplaying the sleepwalking. I don't want to hide anything from you. I would give you every part of myself. My body is yours. Sin, 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 nothing but sin and filth. He brutalizes Will's ass at an unrelenting pace. Ropes of cum splattering on the bed and over Will's knuckles, forcing Hannibal to feel every inch of Will's cock sliding into him. Knees spread, ass up, throbbing cock and tightening scrotum visible between his legs. Cock dripping and asshole twitching as he put himself on display like a whore. The third tentacle was almost too much, but there was nothing he could do to prevent it. And they've been here before, on the brink of beauty, just like this, but nothing like this at all. What would he look like in the half-light of dawn, sleepy and satisfied and thick inside me, filters through his lungs still dirty? He is beautiful, sitting on the edge of the elegant maplewood dining table, his sounds and the salt of his skin and his valiant, quivering attempts at stillness. He was brimming with love, overcome by the love and devotion he saw in Hannibal's face, completely at his love's mercy. This is not his preferred form of dependency. Indulge me, please, my heart. I'm going to hell. I don't even know. I need help, perhaps. I'm not a complete monster. I'm not really sure either. I'm sorry. Complicity is your main weapon. And as he grabs me, takes me by the throat, and all it feels, I press against that grasp. I find it thrilling, really. We are very excited to announce. We are very excited to bring you this submission is a gift to your brother, your lover. It's all about being in this together. We are together in this together, and really it's, if every stroke is recorded, even when I don't press enter, what does that even mean? What are they using it for? What do they want? What do they see? He kneels before another man who takes him by the throat. What is the difference if he, A, tries to pull away, or B, presses forward? Because being held in any way can feel like safety, depending on whether. He places his hands behind his back as instructed, and the man verbally abuses him, tightening his grip as he does so to restrict the submissive's, breathing. What is the difference if the verbal abuse is A, homophobic, B, misogynistic, C, all of the above? At what point does the restriction of breathing in order to demonstrate control become choking and therefore an act of unconscionable violence? Really, it's the submissive that's in control because they can stop at any time. If you hate it so much, just don't use it, just get off it. But no, I'm addicted, I can't help myself. Is there a way to choke someone or be choked without the attendant danger? Because actually it is really hot, but I don't want to... The man slaps him across the face with an open hand. He thanks the man for this and repeats his thanks when the man is not satisfied with the tonal quality of his gratitude. What is gratitude in this instance? How am I doing? How did we do? Submit your suggestions, comments, feelings. I have to be seen as strong. Strongly agree. Somewhat agree. When they kiss your feet, enjoy knowing you could do anything you want, anything, and if you are strong enough, they will not stop you, and wait. It's only fun when they enjoy it too. Of course, yeah, of course. Other actions occur. He sucks the man's cock, choking as his head is held down, but otherwise with relative ease. He prostrates himself on a bed, and the man cuffs his left wrist to the left bedpost, his right wrist to the right bedpost, so his arms are spread. Each ankle is attached to either end of a metal bar, so he is completely opened and vulnerable. What difference if a third party is watching? The man blindfolds him. Who do you imagine yourself as in this presentation? The man takes a wooden paddle and brings it down hard on the submissive's buttocks. He, the submissive, is to count strokes. What difference if the third party watching is A, not present in the room, B, present in the room? I feel it is better probably the letting go and discarding ego and will and becoming pliable for a while, but I can't help it. When I should give up control, I seize power instead, and I would honestly love to make someone do something against their will, but also not, but they would do it because they're doing it for me, and I think that's quite fucked up, really. Once this particular ritual is complete, finally the man fucks him, the submissive, hard, occasionally biting him, the submissive, as he does so. What difference if the third party is A, watching live, B, watching a video recording, C, watching a series of animated GIFs? He pulls out and comes on the submissive's back. We can ignore any subsequent actions. Does it hurt? Yes, keep going. A waking history of skin. Now the green blade rises from the buried once again that with the dead has been. Love is come again, like weed that spring is green. Oh, in the dark, what can I do in the dark? He was prevented from doing something in the dark. Laid in the earth, like, what can I do in the dark? And all those people who told me I was what, something, anything to them, but not what. Tell me what you want, use your words. I don't know, I haven't had enough. And yours isn't what it should be. It's not, had slain will slay. If you think you're making money now, you haven't seen anything yet. Haven't seen anything that wasn't fuck. What? In the face, the eye, the hands. In a tiny hotel room with patterned wallpaper and red curtains, she draws the curtains and looks out onto a square with bomb damage and someone shouting below. She closes the curtains and lies on the bed, arm over her eyes as if she's fainted, swooning. No, that's just a hand to the forehead, the brow. And her breathing deeply, dark hair fanned out around her face. Don't what? Who? What? No. What did she say? I just want to fuck a woman. And oh, she tried, both times hard and horribly. Stop whispering and apologise. Give me someone sweet who'll do what I say, or someone who's bad in all the same ways that I am. Or anyone, really. Laid in the earth. Like what? I wanted to be something, but now I am beyond myself. I am, rolls eyes, giggles, something. What? A camera. They like easy girls, you know. Not uninteresting, just easy to digest. Eyes front, eyes glisten, and fracture into compound eyes like an insect's as she walks down and swishes her hair, and she crawls the last few steps. Eyes front, eyes glisten, and now someone's poking it with a stick, jabbing it until it bursts. And have you ever heard that sound? It's disgusting, and someone's wanking over it in the front row. She put an egg up there and cracked it, and her friend licked up the yolk. Eyes front, eyes glisten, and teeth. Did you really, darling, want that? Did you really want me to? Because when it came to it, when you came, which I barely noticed, not like in porn, is it, shooting over the shoulder, it seemed you still wanted to pass comment, and I still found myself outside myself, thinking about the whole thing as if it were in the past, and counting the minutes. There weren't many. And did you really, darling, mean that? Was it deliberate? I know I didn't say anything, didn't tell you no, but then again you didn't ask, and you can't be in the moment when you're thinking about permanent birth control. We can't be friends if it was deliberate, and I do so want to be friends, so I just won't ever ask or tell. One for the husband, they used to call it. For you and for me. Is there anything else she can do? She can take a drink of water and lie down on her front as if she were dead. And then an octopus comes out from under the sheets and sits on the back of her head, pushing its tentacles into her ears, her nose, her eyes, her mouth, until she chokes. Overwhelmed by octopuses and fish leaping out of the shallows and dragging her down. Oh, hang on, you know I can't, you know I do it when I'm nervous. Where's my... Give me a present and stop paying for everything. It makes me uncomfortable. No, thank you, I can do it myself. Don't. I suppose that's nice of you, but don't. I said don't. I said stop. I said no. I said no. Please stop. Please, no. What? I've always had those dreams and paid for them in the end. It was a game, really. Always they had to be gifts. Pearls showering down, and they open their mouths wide to catch them on their tongues. Even black pearls, even huge black pearls, break their teeth, break her teeth, and dragging her down. And oh, none of this means anything much. I sit here pristine and pure, disease-free despite it all, and oh, I wish I could just have a drink. Hollow legs, I can handle it, I'm certain, I'm sure. No, it's fine, I'm weeping, but I'm fine, I'll be fine, I'm always fine. I can handle it, no, I can handle it, I can handle it. Don't say that, don't ever even try to say that, because you'll break my heart. Quickly now, please do it quick, do it quick, do it quick from the... Walk down a street and, oh, you're so-and-so, and quick from the high. I love my job, but I'm high. All the quick from the nothing will come of nothing, nothing but the grace of God. That quick from the mouth, the eye, the anus. Quick, let me die. I was going to die. From the dead, my risen Lord is seen. Love is come again, like weed that springeth green. Thanks for listening.